murals and sculptures. Murals and sculptures. Wow. Hello.
Hello, long time no see.
Yes, yes. And you seem so elegant.
Elegant?
Yeah. It's the color of your coat or your shirt. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, no,
Maybe
it's okay. No.
the Wi-Fi I usually use, the fattest Wi-Fi I
Okay.
use. But I can see you. But apparently my image is docked.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now I can hear you, and your thing is moving now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me fasten my phone. Okay.
Yeah.
So how's you this week? How's your business? I'm curious. I
uh,
just thought when you sent me your business, the photos of your business, I just thought, oh, this girl really like to find something interesting to do. This
yeah.
girl really like to how to say, to find joy.
Yeah. And this is
Well,
because
when do you started to start this business?
actually these 2 years I have been constantly trying to operate my business, but it's not going well. But in the recent 6 months, and have it it kind of seemed goes well, But but last month,
Why?
uh,
Because you're too busy?
yeah. I will separate my time on so many things. So I want to try different things, so I can find some work can make money for me, and I can learn something from this. But this business is not going well these days. I have many
Maybe
stocks.
you should, develop some of your colleagues as your guests.
Yeah. I will ask them.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think, yeah. I just thought it's interesting. I don't know why you suddenly started this plan. It's just make me feel. I just thought you were so interesting.
oh, you said the street peddler.
Street peddler. Yeah,
Ped. Just you said
peddler.
last. Yeah. Last time I tried to be a street peddler and
Yeah,
sell
yeah,
some dogs.
yeah.
Yeah, but I just try once. No, that's not very funny.
Yeah. Sometimes you would feel embarrassment. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. At the beginning, I felt a little embarrassed, but gradually
But you overcome
yeah
it.
Yeah, I feel it's okay, but maybe I didn't prepare so well for that selling time for that selling, so I don't get a good sale. But that time, but the last
Maybe
time,
you just choose a wrong place. Maybe the
yeah,
spot is not good because
yeah. Maybe I will try the second chance. I maybe
yeah. I just thought because you're the main product you're selling is actually I think maybe people from some high tech company would like to buy,
yeah.
or some, how to say, people, yeah, from some high tech industries, maybe they would um
Mhm.
maybe it would more suitable for their preference, but
Yeah, but
yeah.
I can
So maybe
feel
you
it.
should yeah, maybe you should wait to the Tencent company. Yeah, maybe you should choose the spot near the Tencent company and through their pathways. Maybe.
Uh, but it will the city management person maybe would charge for me. You
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah,
it's not a it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
a
yeah.
load.
You have to take some risks.
Yeah, and I even found some groups on 小红书. Some guys like me want to start a new business in Shenzhen and sell some very interesting products, such as maybe the flour, maybe some food they make, like the lemon tea,
Yeah,
and yeah,
yeah.
so
The
it's
Baitan culture these days are really flourishing.
yeah, and the last winter, I know some people just sold the wine, the hot wine on the street.
Hot wine. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, that's great. Hot wine tastes great. And
yeah,
yeah, and when it's winter, I guess it can sell a lot.
yeah. So that's a good product. So I will try next time. But these days, I have other things to do.
Yeah,
I can sell this stocks by another ways. So I think maybe I could find a more sensible way.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
How
hope
about
you could or more.
yeah? You need to give me five stars comment, please.
5 stars common.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll do that later.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you I have received the package from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these days I was too busy because last week I constantly doing some overtime jobs, so
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got some spare time to open it. But I guess it's pretty good. These days I haven't opened several packages these days because I was too busy. We are busy with some live stream because our company are started to sell their service or their products on Douyin. Also related to your job. So
Yeah.
so I was too busy. But after that, I after today's conversation, I would just write a comment for you, write a review.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
you.
So will
Okay.
be so you will be the person to promote your service on the live stream.
Uh, yeah. Actually, I have to manage um different departments to work together. So I'm
Okay.
like a joint gal, a joint gal to make the whole process could processing fluently.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so these days I was busy with that. Actually, I'm not familiar with the policies on Douyin. I just deal with the works among different departments.
Yeah, but that would be a new challenge for you.
I just thought I am manageable to these jobs because after I set some process or some standards uh, of doing this uh, of doing this how to say project. I find it's easily to be a manager. I don't know. It's not easily to be a manager. Actually, it's I just found a way to communicate with different leaders of different department. I think it's I think it also how to say improve some of my skills, especially the communicating skills. Because I just found sometimes when you communicate with the leaders from the different department, you have to show your uh, attitude directly and find a way to negotiate with each other. Actually, I just found it's fun because also challenging because at the beginning, we we had uh we had been through several times of oral but so we oral fight we had oral fight in our how to say conferences, when we were having conferences. But after that, I just found a good way to negotiate with them because sometimes when you hold your attitude and how to say and explain the details to them, and it would be easily to accept by them. The things would be more easily accepted by them. It's more acceptable.
Right.
Sometimes they refuse to do some new things, especially live streaming on Douyin is a new business for our company. So people are refused to try some new things. They refuse to accept some new jobs you disseminate to them. But so maybe the oral fight is a have to um, experience. I don't know. But after that, I think we both can understand that. So I just found not all the time you have to be nice. Sometimes you have to show your how to say show your show your strong or tough show your tough attitude. Sometimes if you or negotiate with them too gently, they wouldn't put it as a they wouldn't regard it as a emergent thing, or they wouldn't they wouldn't accept those new jobs. But after you show your strong attitude, sometimes they would just follow you and listen to you. So I think it's a good way, and I found just not all the people are like are like conflicts in the workplace. But sometimes I just found conflicts is a good way to solve the problem, because after the conflicts happened between different apartments, they have a chance um, to explain themselves or to release their angry. But if they don't have any oral fights, or they just some people like to hide their emotions. If people are trying to hide their emotions, and if you just have angry but you don't express it, um, there would be more and more problems accumulated there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And I found that actually nobody would hate you, and even somebody hate you, it's a no big deal, because it won't kill you. Just and just the but I also found the rumors is really scary, because some people, if they feel unhappy about something, they would make some rumors about you. And the
Yeah,
rumors, yeah, the rumors is not is, how to say, um is severely um absent with is severely um how to say is severely um toward the uh or how to say, contort the truth.
torch. What's torch?
Contort 扭曲. Yeah, it is severely contorted the truth. So, but I just found a way to solve that. If somebody speaks some rumors about you, you could just directly face them and ask them the details. And when they figure out, and ask them to find the details, or to articulate the details about the the facts they or the feelings they found, the facts they found. And you would find that people can't find the proof, or the strong proof to prove some anything. They just like to to make some, how to say, um lies, to make some lies, to tell some lies about you, because they just wanna make you feeling hurt.
yeah, right.
Yeah, they just wanna making you feel unhappy, or make you be punished by your leader, or by, yeah, by the boss. But sometimes they just would tell some lie, or mixed with some lie. So if you just directly talk with them about the details, all the problems would solved. They can't find any proof to testify their words.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I just found it's interesting to to do these things, because um actually I just thought regard it as a training to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these days, yeah, that's my life. Okay. Oh, and the last weekend, uh I went to a party. Have I told you before?
Yeah. You told me you have been to a party, and uh, yeah. I know that. It's about your. Uh, Give me more details. I am a little forget about that.
Yeah. I went to a party. It's really fascinating, and really funny, really fun. It's a part. It's a place that has a giant yard. It's a hotel, but it has a giant yard. So with grassland, so you could campaign on the grassland in its yard. And the the how to say, the manager of the hotel just invited a lot of DJ to make some performance.
I don't know this. You haven't
Oh
told
yeah,
me.
yeah. Me and my friend went to this party. It's really interesting, and there are a lot of foreign people also joined this activity. And even the DJ, because too much people are, are how to say, jumping. 蹦迪怎么
Yeah.
说呀？我也不知道 are jumping disco dancing. Yeah,
Okay.
we had a very how to say, uh enthusiastic disco dancing. And maybe the sound is too loud, and some residents lived near the place just called the police. So the police just came. And we were worried, maybe in the car, in the how to say, in the place there have some people, they maybe use some drugs, I don't know. But finally it's because the noises. So the party continues. But it's so interesting, the whole how to say, the whole atmosphere. And the people are dressed in fancy clothes. Yeah, they all
Wow.
look very fashionable. It makes me feel a little obsolete when
Uh,
I considered my dress.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
so yeah, that's really interesting. I hope maybe next time they would have this party again. And maybe you could came here, fly to Chengdu, and we can go there together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hope
it's
that.
really interesting. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and also that afternoon I had kayak with my friend again. Uh, last I
oh
don't remember last time I've
yeah,
told you that I had a kayak. I had rowing kayak with my friend once,
yeah,
right? But
yeah.
that yeah, on that day I also rowing kayak, but with some foreigners. I joined some activities, so they also have some foreigners to sign up that activity. And so they separate us into different groups. And I just joined a group. It's a 3 people group. And I was with a couple from England. And I just found, but I just had a really bad time spent with them.
Wow.
Because because I just found, maybe because their culture, um they just feel unhappy when they got into the kayak. They just thought it's uncomfortable because the kayak is so small and narrow. The space is narrow, so they felt uncomfortable. They just want to have one kayak uh for a person.
Mm-hmm.
So they, when we just rowing to the middle of the lake, the man, the England man, the man from the England, he just constantly continually complain about the boat. And he just um rowing back to the beach, um to the shore. And just how to say, blame the people who hold this activity. And just request to have a single boat for themselves. But I was on that boat too. they never think about my feelings, so I feel really unhappy. So I just but I also thought maybe the, how to say, the white people, they know how to fight for their rights. They are hard to, satisfy fight.
Yeah,
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 maybe, yeah, they are hard to satisfy. So they just think of their rights. They wouldn't consider other people's feeling.
feeling.
Yeah, that's their, maybe their culture. I don't know, because if I just thought, if I was the person, if I'm unhappy with this activity, or if I just want a single boat for myself, but I have other team partners to join with me, I wouldn't do that,
Yeah,
because I feel it's maybe that would ruin other people's mood. But they don't like that. They would just request directly. So I also feel really bad. I also tell them. Also, but I thought that his girlfriend is pretty good. She just uh ask me, how to say, counsel me, that if anybody could join my group again, so they could have their single boat together. So I didn't argue too much, but I just thought maybe the white people are really, care about their rights, and they wouldn't care about other people's feeling. But we Chinese people really like to, how to say, 妥协怎么说呀？妥协 I forgot that word. Compromise. Yeah, we Chinese people really like to compromise,
yeah,
because of the group spirit, right?
yeah,
Yeah, but they wouldn't care about that. They just care about their own feeling. So that also reminds me something. Maybe sometimes we should do that too. We shouldn't care too much about the other people's feeling. We should care more about ourselves.
yeah. So next,
Yeah, especially facing with them. They wouldn't care about the some group feeling. They would just care about themselves. So why shouldn't we? Yeah, I just thought maybe we should also take care of ourselves.
yeah, yeah. Maybe next
Yeah,
time.
not to think too much about the group.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into our topic.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
who's
yeah.
first?
Oh, maybe I won't try this time.
Okay.
Yeah. So this time I want to I want to describe you. Okay. This time I want to introduce one city to you. It's named Dunhuang, and Dunhuang is situated in an oasis containing okay. Uh, Sorry. Dunhuang is situated in the western north of Gansu province and the western of China. And Dunhuang has many famous spots like the Crescent Lake and the Shan. Minsha Shan is named after the wind whipping of the dunes. Because when the wind whipping of the sound, it seems that the sound is singing when the sound claps together, and when the wind whipping off, the sound just like singing, so it's called the
Oh,
means also called the singing sound,
no.
because singing sound phenomenal. And
So have you heard the song that the wind make?
Yeah,
when
maybe,
you were at that spa?
at the first, I was amazing. I was amazed by the sound because it really loud, and it really likes the sound, and sound claps. You know, but one
Okay.
night I just slept slept outside of the no
Of the
one.
camp?
Yeah.
Camp?
One night I camp in I camp near to the Minsha Shan, but
Okay.
Minsha Mountain, but it's very it's noisy, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't sleep, and the sound is very loud. The singing is very loud, and it's not so beautiful. Beautiful sound. It's just like some claps sound. Yeah. Uh,
Okay.
some yeah, it's just like its name. Um, Also, Dunhuang come out so strategic position on the crossroads of the ancient Southern Silk Route, 丝绸之路，就
Oh,
是
Silk
come on,
Road.
yeah, Donghua commands a strategic position at the crossroads of the Southern Silk Route, and the main road leading from India via Lhasa to Mongolia and Southern Siberia，就是从印度经拉萨到
南西伯利亚。
Mongolia and Siberia 西伯利亚，and
Okay.
also controls the entrance of the narrow Hexi corridor, which
哦，
leads
河西走廊。
yeah, which leads straight to the heart of the Chinese plain, and the ancient capitals of Chang'an and Luoyang. Also, why I introduced the Dunhuang to you, because last month I had well last month I had the chance to travel here, and I spent 3 days. 3 days on Dunhuang, and visited some famous spots of Dunhuang, and also be impressed by its caves, and there are many caves in Dunhuang, and the most famous cave is named Mogao Cave, and
Oh, yeah.
the Mogao Cave in AD AD 366公元366年，one monk one monk 乐尊 when he passed through the Minsha sand, and he saw the golden light. He saw the golden light shining like 10,000 Buddha, and the golden light shining on the mountain. So the monk just want to the monk think there is where the God, where is the Buddha lives, and there have the saint place, 圣
神圣的
yeah,
sand place.
place. So he just stopped in Dunhuang and dig the first cave. And the previous cave is for the Buddha or the monk to meditation uh, uh, and
What is meditation?
meditation,
Meditation. Okay.
yeah, meditation and worship，就是朝拜或者说是冥想。
Okay.
Yeah. Later the caves become a place of pilgrimage, pilgrimage.
What is pilgrimage?
pilgrimage 也是朝圣的意思。
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, pilgrimage and worship，就是 okay, and the caves continue to be built at this site until the 14th century, and when actually it was when we first dig the caves at the 1900 at the 1900 19001900是这样说吗？1900
year.
in 1900 year, oh, the Wang Yuanlu, he's sorry, he's a Taoist priest.
Taoist priest.
Taoist priest.
Taoist priest.
道士 Taoist priest, Taoist priest, Taoist priest Wang Yuanlu, who lived in Mogao Cave, and he want to reinform the deserted caves into the Taoist into the Taoist temple. So he began to sweep the deserted caves. So during this process, he found some caves just hidden many murals and Buddha sculptures. So he began to organize all the murals and Buddha sculptures information, and he sent this information to the government and even to the Cixi, but nobody gave him the useful answer and useful response. So he want to ask someone to help them to protect the caves and the murals. But nobody takes these caves in. Nobody takes these caves as important. So one day, when a English, when a United, when a
British man.
Yeah, British man named斯坦因, traveled around China, and he heard about the caves. So he traveled to Dunhuang and find the Wang Yuanlu and behaved. He was so interested in these caves, and he was so interested in Buddha culture, and also he was he was carrying the mission of uh, uh, of 玄奘. Yeah, he because the Wang Yuanlu don't believe 斯坦因, but 斯坦因also thinks the Wang Yuanlu is only seems a little tricky, a little sophisticated. So he want to find a way to let the Wang Yuanlu to give him the treasures. So the Si Tanyin behaved. He was carrying the mission of Xuan Zhang to take these things back to where it should be, because Xuan Zhang was coming from the India, and uh, and promote his Buddhist culture in around China. So the Wang Yuanlu became a little interested in Sita Yin and want to be want to let Sita Yin to carry his mission to take this Buddhist culture to back to India. So Xuanzang's mission could be carried. So so the Sita Yin just spent 500 500 500两黄金 sorry. So he just spent 500 taels of gold. So 500 taels of gold to buy much murals and sculptures of Mogao Cave. And Sita Yin just translate this treasures back to transfer this treasures back to England, back to United Kingdom. So and after Sita Yin the explore on Mogao Cave, more and more foreign explorers know this place, knowing this Mogao Cave. So there are French and Japan and also the German explorers came to this cave and take many murals and sculptures back to their country. So up to now, this Mogao Caves treasures was spirit all around many countries. The main Mogao Cave library was the main Mogao cultural library actually in United Kingdom because of Sita Yin take many treasures from the Mogao Cave to their museum.
So he bought it or
Just
that?
actually he cost some money, but it's just very little money because he know how treasure how important of these things be, but he just use very small money, just 5两。
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So when he carried this back to England, but fortunately, this country like United Kingdom, they know the best way to keep the to keep the uh, to keep the murals and
Murals. What is murals?
壁画 MUR
Okay, murals. Yeah, okay.
just like the cultural relic 文物。The UK, the United Kingdom knows the updated way to preserve the cultural relic, but the China don't have this way to preserve this cultural relic. So up to now, many scholar 学者 many scholar want to find the best Mogao murals. They only can found in United Kingdom, but in our museum, many of this many of this cultural relic has faded.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's so disaster for Mogao Cave or it's or lucky chance for Mogao Cave because of the Sita Yin, because of the other countries explorer, and they realize how important how treasure of these things. So they preserve preserve these murals and sculptures, so they can preserve so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say, but luckily, these days the China, our government has played very important um, attention on this on this caves. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and actually last
And
time.
have we mastered the skills or technology to preserve these relics?
Actually, I don't think so, but
Like,
maybe
now?
have promoted, have progress, have made a progress on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these days, actually we don't but these days, until now, if some there are kept, the visitors has been kept to, the number of the visitors should be kept, every day. Every day there are limited number can visit the Mogao cave, and these caves just not open every day. Each day maybe they only open 5 or 10 caves for the visitors, and the visitors are also limited. So it said that, they kept policy, kept kept number policy, should to help, should be, well, can help with the preservation of the caves. But actually, we can see many people go in the caves and use their camera, and also they exhale, 就是呼出的那个单词
Yeah, exhale
exhale too much
carbon dioxide.
yeah, carbon dioxide, but it's not good for the preservation. And so,
Okay.
yeah, so we don't think it's, we have mastered this, technology to preserve the relic.
Yeah, yeah. It's only a way to alleviate the fading process, maybe.
Yeah, maybe just uh, it's a maybe we can say that we just all touch importance to the Mogao cave, because we know its importance, and the other country takes it as a treasure, and also it resembles our, our foundation culture, foundation culture, foundative. Mm,
Fundamental.
uh, fundamental culture. Yeah, because, yeah. So, and the last time when I was in this cave, I really impressed by these, murals and the sculptures, because it seemed like, uh, 100 or 1000 and 2000 years ago, and some people can draw some, murals so beautiful, and also they use different skills to draw the murals, and I don't get too much about the culture, but it's we can see some beliefs, and we can see the skills of the genres. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that, and the Dunhuang, Dunhuang's people is very good. you know, when I finished my travel of Dunhuang, I realized its travel service is very good, and it's very mature. It's very mature, 成熟, right?
Mature. Yeah.
Sure. It's very mature, and but the price is the cost is very low. The
Oh,
service, yeah, we didn't spend too much on the service, but we cost a lot on the tourist spot, such as the Mogao Cave. It maybe cost 200 and 300 to see the normal caves. But if you want to see some special caves, you need to pay 100 and 100 to 200 100 to 200 yuan for one spot. Yeah, so yeah, it's very expensive to see this spot. So maybe it limits some people's mm, yeah. So
perhaps.
yeah. So uh and after trip, I bought a book. I bought a book. It's right. Uh, it's it write about it write related to his work with the Dunhuang Caves. It says that,
Okay.
yeah, this book
That's interesting.
this yeah, this author is worked for Dunhuang Caves, and after he graduated, and also he described a few years uh, when he studied in UK, and has the honor to be draw the murals of the United Kingdom museums of the Mogao murals and sculptures
To
taken.
draw the murals, so he was invited to recover the color of the murals or
Actually, it's just
to make a replica of
uh,
the
cop- cop-
murals.
copy the
Copy, okay.
yeah, it's copy because some of the murals don't show on the museum, but he has the lucky to be invited to saw this murals and sculptures, but it's preserved by it preserved by very high tech material, so we can't touch it, but uh, we can see it. So just the author just copy the murals, and it found the original color of the murals is very beautiful. So he also said that the UK museum preserved better than us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
it's
what kind of pigment does the mural use?
uh I forgot. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's must used uh some some special pigment or material to 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 have this appearance of color.
Yeah,他说一个叫做石绿，然后一个是绿铜矿。It's so perfect. I don't know how to say that.
Okay.
铜偏多。
Okay.
Yeah.
So it must have some green color in it.
The green color is the foundation color.
Oh
So when
yeah.
yeah, so when the
Yeah,
outside,
because tone is full of yeah, because the metal tone is would has a green color.
yeah. So when the outside color fade down, as the years along the historic driver. So we can see the foundation color is most green.
Oh, green, great.
Yeah. When you say the sculptures, you can when you say murals, because it's faded, some of the color has faded.
Or maybe oxidized.
Yeah, oxidized.
Yeah.
So most important section of the face is the green color left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your presentations. Yeah, that's great. And okay, it's my turn. Actually, I haven't been to the place I'm gonna introduce because maybe next month, because these days I was too busy. But I had to do some trip strategy about the place I'm gonna go. So I like to introduce the southeast of Guizhou province. Um, Actually, it's an area locate located in the southeast of the Guizhou. Um, and its land, and its place was situated between highland and basin. So it has so that makes the place has a diverse landscape because it situated between the highland and basin. So it has mountains, also has some basin landscape of basins. So the landscape is diverse in that place. And as I you could saw the picture, look the picture I've sent you, the second picture I sent you. It is a terraced field uh in Guizhou province. It's called Longji terraced field.
Yeah.
Yeah, so its landscape is special. So it could plant the how to say the so it could plant the how to say cereal in that shape. And um, the Guizhou, this area has a lot of um, minorities, has different minorities, like Yao nationality and Miao nationality, and also it has Dong nationality, and most population, how to say, the most proportion of the population is Miao nationalities, uh, the Dong nationalities uh, ranked the second. So the Miao, so the true, how to say, the actually I guess the main purpose to go to this place is to uh, view the culture of these minorities, especially there has some Miao villages, so you could experience the culture of these minority. According to the census, the population of Miao nationality is over 10 billion, 10 billions in China，一千多万人的人口
10
in China, 10 billions.
billion 是100亿吧
billion 是百万吧
，million
？billion
是10亿。
billion 不是10亿吧？billion 不是 million。
million 是
billion 哦11哦 billion 就是11 sorry million million yeah 10 millions sorry 10 millions in China, over 10 millions population in China, and actually the Miao minorities, the Miao people are distributed in several countries. For example, China, also Thailand, and Vietnam and Laos. So these are the which are the how to say which are the southeastern Eastern Asia country, and but they all come from, or they all arise from China. So these Miao people are all originated from China, and the Miao people have their own religions, and they also have their spoken language. They have their own spoken language, but they don't have their written language. So they just use the spoken language to how to say sustain its culture, and to retain its folk customs. There are some how to say there are some myths about the Yao, about the Miao nationality. For example, people had said the women in Miao nationality, they could make some how to say they could they have some they had some poison technology to master their husband. Yeah, they actually, because they are living in the forest, or they are living in the mountains, so there are a lot of venomous insects. So they have they have they have learned a lot of methods. They have mastered some methods to control these venomous insects or toxic insects. So, but that doesn't mean they could master their husband by some insects. Actually, the how to say the myth said they would choose a lot of insects and put them in a jar, and the insects would kill each other, and the remaining one, or we could call it the winner of these insects, is the most venomous one. So they would use this to master people or something, but it's just a how to say it's just a 传说怎么说呀 legend. Oh, okay, it's just a story. It's just a story or legend. It's not the truth. Actually, they indeed use some how to say some insects, but the insects can just suck blood. But maybe because it has some it also has some and after the insects absorb the blood from the people, and maybe people would be infected by the some bacterials, something like with the insects. So so they're how to say they would become swelling to death. But it's just because the bacteria or the venomous insects, it's not some mysterious as we thought. It's not that mysterious as we thought, and actually they can't use that to master the mind of their husband. They can just use that to revenge their husband. So and also because they
Why they
have to
on their
what?
husband? Why they want to revenge on? Why they want to revenge on their husband?
Maybe their husband, they live in the village, right? So in the mountain, in the, how to say, recess of the mountain, recess. Let's see, recession，深处怎么说？好像记得是深处。recesses, yeah, recess. They live in the recesses of the mountain, so their husband have to find a job
Sorry,
to rear its family.
what's the recesses?
Recesses.
How to spell it?
Recesses.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, they live in the recesses of the mountain, so their husband have to make money, so they have to find a job outside the village. So after they maybe leave their family, they would find another. They would maybe love another woman. So so maybe these Miao women would hate their husband, and they would use some way or method to revenge them. I don't know. It's just a myth or legend. It's not. It doesn't have some validate truth.
Mm-hmm.
And because they have to deal with a lot of noxious or or some insects with toxins, so they have to so they use silver to maybe test some noxious test some toxic things or toxic drinks or food. So they are also famous for their silver smithing，就是银制品的制作。So they use silver to make a lot of exquisite handcraft, and they also combine, and especially they use these silver they use silver to make their headdresses. So as the picture I sent you, the first one,
Yeah.
actually their headdresses are weighing up to 50 pounds. Yeah, 50 pounds. So it's really heavy to wear, but it's a symbol of their, how to say, symbol of their finance or property, or wealth. Yeah, symbol of their wealth. And they also they are also famous for their textiles. For example, they have some special costumes as the picture shows. So their clothes are a combination of silver ornaments and intricate embroidery, 苗 embroidery 就是苗族的那个刺绣。And these clothes are symbolizing prop t-shirts, yeah. 就是代表着吉祥。And so that's their culture. And another minority I like to introduce is Dong minority, 侗族. So their ancestors can be dated back to Qing and the Han dynasty. But actually, after several generations, after the Han people had intrude to their residential places, this minority had already mixed blood with the Han ethnic Han people. And the Dong minority also have their special costumes, but maybe not that special as the Miao nationality people. And but they are famous for their chorus. They have their own written language and spoken language, so they love to sing. So they had created countless songs about their own nationalities. And so that's the main culture of Dong nationality. But others maybe not that special. But the second picture I sent to you, actually it's terraced field of Yao nationality. But this nationality I didn't dig in too much about them, but I just wait to see the sunrise of the terraced field. I guess it must be spectacular or engaging. So that's all I'd like to present today.
Thank you. I learned a lot about these minorities.
Yeah. I just found maybe their history not that abstractive, or has too much, or has too much history. Maybe they indeed have some history, but it's about in the past. I remember there has Miao King, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but after our country established, these minorities have subjugated to the government. So subjugate 好像是 subjugate. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they had subjugated to to our government. So they had so maybe the essential history is about how they fight with some fight with these things. So I didn't dig in too much. Yeah, but I just thought maybe the most attractive place actually is the terraced field. I don't know. I just more easily to be captivated by the natural view.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
in TV shows, this terrace fields are also shown so impressive.
Yeah, I think maybe it must be fascinating.
Yeah.
I hope next month I would go, because these days I was too busy. But maybe next month I would travel to travel twice because I have a plan with my mom, and I also have an appointment with one of my friends. So
Yeah.
next month I will travel to two places, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so
Okay.
maybe we can end now because
Oh, but I had another advice for our conversation.
yeah, you
Last year I had suggested us we could maybe record our conversation and send it and upload podcast, because I guess we could establish a podcast together. And because I just realized maybe the podcast is a better form to present our conversation, because it can preserved for a long time, and when people are on the way working or on the way to their home, they could use their earphones to hear to listen to our podcast. I don't know. I just want to ask your advice. If you are interested in that, maybe we could just record our voice, or we could just still use this ways. Maybe we could use some other tools to record this conversation, and I would upload to the podcast, because we could both be the host of the podcast.
yeah, but I'm wondering that whether the podcast could record our live thing.
It can only record our
What?
voices.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they can't present our appearance.
I don't think that would be good for us, because I also want to record the thing, and if you want to voice, download the record voice that we talked, you can also download from the YouTube. I
Oh
don't.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can
But I
also.
just thought maybe the live streaming, after we upload it on the YouTube, but maybe seldom people would, reopen it,
Yeah,
because yeah, because it's have to people have to waste their not waste use their how to say stream 流量怎么说呀？我忘了，哎，
but,
那天还
but
flow, yeah, use their flow. They
mhm.
have to consume their flow on watching this. So maybe a wise form can maybe how to
Yeah,
say
I
motivate them to listen to.
mm, mm. But I also, but I'm still want to record the live thing, because
Okay.
maybe this topic is uh main uh main purpose is to improve our oral.
English oral
Yeah,
speaking, yeah.
yeah, and also I think this phase we our topic can be heard, can be presented for some podcast listeners. There are still some leaks or some problems about our content, and
Yeah,
also
but the voice, the texture of the voice, or the quality of the voice after we download the live streaming video would damage a lot.
yeah, and
Yeah,
mm,
but I just made a suggestion. We could both decide it's okay if you would like to this form. We could just constant try this. Yeah,
yeah,
but
maybe
I just made an advice. I just thought maybe it's the how to say the podcast uh or an audio is a better way to how to say, to be listened. I mean,
Yeah.
because people wouldn't spend their flow to reopen this live streaming. I guess it's just an assumption.
Yeah, I know what you think, but now I still think we are not good at that level,
Okay.
so we need.
Okay. So we could just continue this form. It's okay.
Yeah. Maybe when we are good at this, so we can begin the podcast.
Yeah.
If we want to.
Actually, I just think of a name for our podcast, maybe like 蹩脚英语对话, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay. So, do you have any suggestion for our next topic?
I don't, actually I don't have any ideas about that. Do you have any ideas about that?
Actually, at the beginning of today's conversation, I just something just blow into my mind, but it's already blown away. Give me several seconds. I would think about it.
Yeah, maybe later when you really think about it, you can send to me.
Okay. So let's just end it here.
Yeah. See you.
Okay. See you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, sorry. Bye.